Hi, Overton. My name is Mark Pearson. I'm a senior principal with Stantec Consulting Services, and I'm here today to introduce you to us as a business partner at Overton as part of the Engineering Academy, and kind of introduce what Stantec's all about and what opportunities you have to possibly job shadow with us or just learn more about the engineering profession in general at Stantec. Now, any meeting that we host at Stantec, we always start with a safety moment. Safety of our staff, our employees, our guests is the absolute most important thing. We want to make sure everyone makes it home safely each day. So my safety moment for today is a pretty simple one, and it's one that you can actually take part in, and it's being prepared and creating a disaster or a preparedness kit. September is actually National Preparedness Month. And the whole idea is, disasters can happen anytime, and disasters can be floods, they can be tornadoes, but they can also be just thunderstorms that knock out your power, or winter storms, ice storms that knock out power. So the whole idea is to be prepared, is to create a kit. And it doesn't have to be an elaborate kit. It can just be a simple kit that you put together that has some of the essential needs: a flashlight, batteries, medicine, blankets, if you have siblings that are young, just toys, stuff like that. But just, the whole idea is you never know when disaster is going to strike. So don't wait. Take time today or soon to put together a kit. And anyways, that's our safety moment. So I'm going to play this video real quick. It's 90 seconds, and it's going to give you a really, really high level view of Stantec. And I'm really intrigued for you to really watch and see what themes that you hear come out of this video that is all about Stantec.
I'm part of it.
You're part of it. We're all part of it.
It's where I work.
It's the team I work with.
My colleagues and my clients.
It's how I connect.
And the people I connect with.
It's how we got started.
And where we're going. It's where I learn, get inspired,
and explore. It's where I live.
where I relax.
And where I play.
It's me.
It's you.
It's us.
Community.
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 Community is who we are, and it's why we design. It's thousands of employees, the clients we serve, and everyone who benefits from the work we do. Wherever community, creativity, and client relationships meet, that's where our work begins. From mining materials that matter, to helping industry prosper, and harnessing and transmitting energy. From designing places that nurture and restore, to keeping the world moving, and providing safe, clean water for everyone.
We are dedicated to the communities we serve.
Because they're our communities too.
That's why, whatever I do,
Wherever the project.
I promise.
I promise. We promise. We promise to design with community in mind.
So I hope that video brought about some questions. I hope you questioned why you saw someone riding a motorcycle or someone doing yoga, and really that idea of what this video is all about. It's to really demonstrate that, yes, we are an engineering firm, but there's so much more to what we do. And the whole idea is that we do try and really take a look at all of the community in terms of everything that we do. And that includes the environment, the water, the energy we use. Everything is really interconnected, and we understand that, and that goes into it. And that's why I think working at a company like Stantec is so exciting, because we have so many different opportunities to bring in different types of careers in order to make ourselves successful. So let's talk about Stantec real quick for a little bit. So we are a global company. We have a local office here in Nashville. It's actually just about 5 minutes away from the high school. But we are a large company. We have over 22,000 employees. We have 350 offices, and we're heavily focused in North America, which is, we actually started in Canada, but we have more offices now in the United States. But you can see we also have a lot of offices in England, and we're growing throughout Europe and other parts of the world. So, if you see at the bottom of the screen there, we have 66 years of uninterrupted profitability, and I don't do that to brag or to point out something that's not obvious, but that's really an important aspect of our company. We are a for-profit company. We trade on the New York Stock Exchange, and that is critical for us. The only reason we're able to grow and hire new staff and open new offices because we are profitable, and there's a lot that goes in behind that. But it's something we're very proud of, and it's something that we're not afraid to also talk about either. So I know your teachers and your parents and others, your mentors, talk about goals, and our goal is to not only become, but to remain a top 10 global design firm. And there's so many different ways to measure this, but we really take pride in our different business areas and areas where we grow, and we try to achieve this goal. But that's our business objective. That's what we strive to do all the time. So every time we deliver a project, every time we send something to somebody, we have to stop and think about it. If we put all of our efforts into it so that whatever we deliver, we really are putting ourselves in position to be, in the top 10 and remain there. And again, we've got to have goals. You have goals now, we have goals, and you'll always have goals throughout your entire lifetime. So what do we do? I keep talking about this, but what do we do? And again, there's really not much that Stantec doesn't do in the field of engineering. I mean, of course, we have about a third of our employees, of those 22,000, are engineers, and that includes all the areas of engineering: civil engineering, geotechnical, where we look at beneath the surface. We look a lot at water, subsurface, coastal environments, riverine environments, mechanical engineers, chemical engineers. But then we do so much more. We do the environmental science. We have biologists and ecologists. We have geologists. We have teams that do nothing but marketing. That video you saw, those are Stantec employees. That video was produced by Stantec employees with Stantec employees. We have technologists. We have people that do nothing but invest and learn about new technologies and how we can use that in the engineering profession. But above all, we are professional consulting. We're professional consultants giving professional consulting service. We're problem solvers. Clients come to us with a problem, and we do our best to come up with the most economical, the most creative solution we can so that they can overcome those problems. Now, this is why I love Stantec. These are our values. And why am I putting this up? You're trying to learn more about Stantec, but this is the company we are. There's a lot of companies out there that do engineering work, a lot of entities. I mean, they're not just private. There's obviously local engineers. There's engineers that work for the state, that work for the federal government. But why I think Stantec is so special is these values. We put our people first. We are better together. We do what is right, and we are driven to achieve. I know your teachers talk to you, your parents talk to you. You've got to be driven. You've got to be motivated. Well, the same is true of working at Stantec. We want people that are highly motivated. Our company gives us opportunities to volunteer in the community all the time. This was a picture from a few years ago when we got a chance to go out to the zoo and just volunteer some hours and just help them clean up and do stuff. And we've actually spent a lot of time doing work at Overton, painting walls and cleaning stuff up. I mean, it's very important for us to live by these values, and Stantec does absolutely do that. So, in our Nashville office, which again is just right down the road, like I said, we have engineers, we have a whole team of geologists, we have planners, we have GIS professionals, which is a lot of what I do, where we help create maps and databases and interact with websites. But we have people that do nothing but aviation planning for small and large airports, people that do nothing but CAD for full-time profession. Again, marketing professionals. We have a brand just like Under Armour is a brand, just like Nike's a brand, just like anything has a brand, we have a brand. And, we have people that really focus in and help us make sure that brand is understood and recognized in the market. We have a lot of biologists. We do a lot of stuff in like I said, the environmental science division. And again, we have technologists in our national office. So, if I'm interviewing someone and we're looking for new skills, these are the things: the math, the science, the critical thinking, problem solving. Those are the things I know you as students coming out of the engineering academy at Overton are going to get. But people often ask me, well, what else do you look for? Like, I can see all that on paper. So what I look for when I'm interviewing people are those things that you can't see on paper. Integrity, trustworthiness, hardworking, people-oriented, and professional. I mean, what do I mean by all those? Again, people-oriented. Can you look someone in the eye? Can you come in and have a conversation? And I don't mean, can you send me a text and talk to me on your cell phone? I mean, I can do that, and I know you can do that as well. But can you call me? Can you meet me face to face, and can we have a conversation? That integrity portion is: do you do what's right when no one's looking? We are better together. We work on projects as a team, but a lot of times we have individual assignments, and we don't want people cutting corners. If I say, hey, I need this by tomorrow, and someone says, you know what, I just can't get it done because of this reason, not because I'm not working hard, but because I need more time to do it the right way, I'll give you more time, because that's what we do. But you gotta be trustworthy too. I've got to trust that, if you're coming to me saying that, you're saying that because you need that more time to do it right, not just because you didn't work hard enough. So those are the type of skills that, even if you take nothing away from this little talk here, those are the skills that are going to serve you no matter what profession you go into someday. If you're really interested in Stantec, and obviously in this pandemic environment, I can't promise you what the future is going to hold in terms of our ability to host you as a job shadow student, but I can tell you that at some point when the pandemic does clear, we're going to certainly host you again as students. And so if you're interested, we would love to have you as a student to participate in our job shadow program, because what we try and do is give you a day in the life of what it's like to be a problem solver, a professional consultant. And we give you real, actual problems and projects we've worked on, and we ask you to help solve those problems, because it's always very interesting to get different perspectives of how people look at the same problem. And there's not always one absolute solution. And so it's really neat to see what other people come up with. But it's a fun, interesting time. And we would love to have you as part of our job shadow program. We also do internships. And again, I can't always say that we do them all the time, but the 3 students you see below here are all fellow Overton alum. They're all in college now. And we've hosted them for multiple summers, working full time, and they're part of the team. When you're an intern with us, you are a part of the team. You're doing the same work that other employees are doing. We rely on these individuals, and we're always, like I said, exploring new opportunities for interns. So if that's something that you're interested in, you just need to ask. So I'm going to leave it here. Stantec is very, very active in the social media environment. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. We've got all sorts of links and videos out there. Go to our website. It's an unusual website in that it's not just going to say, hey, are you looking for an engineering project? I really encourage you to go explore it. And I also encourage you to explore some of the other programs that are available here at Overton, the TSA, the ACE Mentor program. There's all sorts of programs that Stantec's involved in. And these 2 programs specifically that we would love to interact with you more and help support. But finally, if you have more questions, please contact me. Again, my name is Mark Pearson. All of your teachers have my contact information. I am more than happy to answer questions. They'll give you my email. They'll give you my cell phone number if you want. I will be over there when the school is open again. I promise I'll be over there and interacting with you all. But thank you so much for your time today. And again, check us out, stantec.com.
When you first come into the Stantec office, this is our lobby. And all guests are required to sign in and out. And Travis will go over the safety orientation a little later on. So this is one section of our office where we have some cubicles and Mark Pearson's office. We have a conference room in the back. This is one of our boardrooms. And this is our break room. And when you come through this door, you're in the warehouse.
I'm Andrew Stevens, by the way. I'm one of the environmental scientists at Stantec. And most of our time is spent in the field, but normally when we come back to this office, we have a lot of supplies that we use to test groundwater, soil samples, we test air quality, so we do a lot of different things in the Tennessee area. So yeah, it's not horribly messy. Sometimes this place can be very packed. So if you're ever back here, just like watch your step and try to keep it kind of clean.
Thank you very much, Andrew. And as we continue on through the warehouse, we go through this back door, which leads us to the other section of the Stantec offices with some more cubicles. Had to add in some new cubicles because our office is growing. We have a conference room in the very back. And as we continue on with the circle, we come into our main conference room here. Which leads us back into the lobby.
All right, so welcome to the office. So first thing we usually ask visitors to do is just sign in our visitor sign-in sheet and review our health and safety policy just to learn what Stantec strives to do. And then before we get started, because of our current situation with COVID-19, we also ask that our clients, visitors, or any service providers fill out our screening form. So this just basically goes over the basic questions about signs and symptoms of COVID, if you're experiencing them or not. And if you are, then we ask that obviously you stay home because we don't want to expose others. If you are not, then obviously you're welcome to work or come here, visit us, and socialize with anybody you need to. So after that, basically over here, just a little minor safety item, we do have some extra face masks if you like to wear, because obviously if you can't social distance, for example, me and the camera woman are social distancing, so we're not wearing masks, but if you cannot social distance, we ask for you to wear a mask. We also have some disposable gloves here if you need those as well, and hand sanitizer is located throughout the office, so if you do need to clean your hands, we have bathrooms or hand sanitizers. So with that being said, we'll kind of go around the office, look at some different safety features, and make sure that everybody's on the same page of what to do. So,
Whenever you're ready.
all right, so one quick item I'll show you guys is right here. Obviously, we have our restrooms, men and women's, and if we ever need to shelter in place due to like a tornado or anything like that, we will shelter in place in the men's first and then the women's. Obviously, we just want everybody to be safe, and that is the best two rooms that have no windows or anything like that, so we can all kind of hunker down and wait till the tornado passes without anybody getting hurt. And since we're speaking of some safety items, I'll show you this right outside here. We have our evacuation muster point, so anytime there's like a fire and we have to exit the building, we will meet at this telephone pole, actually just right across the parking lot here. That's kind of the best place to go just because it doesn't put us in the street, but also keeps us out of the parking lot so there's no vehicles putting anybody at risk. You can stop it.
Okay.
Okay, so the last thing we're going to show you is the AED. So the AED can be used if someone basically is knocked out and you have to give them compressions, the 30 compressions, and if that's not working to restart their heart, then what we do is we use AED. So the AED has two pads that you place on the chest and other section of the body here. And basically right when you turn it on, it provides instructions on how to use it and operate it. But again, we always have our employees properly trained on how to use our equipment in the office. But besides that, that's basically all the safety equipment we have here that guests and visitors need to know about. So hopefully you guys are well aware of what to expect.
Hello, my name is Olivia Donahue. I'm an administrative assistant and I've been with Stantec for 9.5 years. Right now, I'm working from home until I deliver my baby in October, but normally I'm sitting at the front desk and the first person you see when you walk into the office. My job is to keep the office running smoothly. This entails paying invoices, answering calls, taking meeting minutes, ordering office supplies, and anything else I can do to help the staff meet our clients' needs. I also serve as the office OSEC. OSEC stands for Office Safety and Environmental Compliance. Basically, it's my job to keep the staff informed of Stantec safety protocols. My favorite part of my job is the variety of tasks I do. Every day is a little different. I hope this gives you a better insight on the administrative side of our office, and I hope you have a great rest of the school year.
Hi, I'm Karina Koulis, and I work on proposals and do some technical editing at Stantec. My journey started back in Canada, where I worked for Stantec for 2 years and then got transferred down to Nashville. I have a degree in public relations and marketing. My job consists of taking Word documents that project managers will send. Project managers will send me all the information in Word, and with no pictures or anything, they'll send a blurb of what they want, and then I will edit it to make it sound good and add pictures and maps and turn it into something like this. This is one of the proposals that we have done, and I will take all of the information and put it into this. I also edit documents. So once we get the project, again, the project managers will send me all of the information from the client, and then I will turn it into, this is one that we did for the Chattanooga airport, and I will take all that information and turn it into a document like this. I also do internal and external documents that get sent out to clients for potential work. This is one that I did for our development services. So it just kind of gives an idea of what we do and the people that will work on projects and some sample projects. So that is what I pretty much do in a day.